Glenora was first established in '77, so it's the older of the two, and it's the larger of the two, with Glenora producing close to 50,000 cases a year as compared to Knapp's 15,000. One of the big things is the fact that we have the inn at Glenora. There really isn't another winery that produces wine on site that has the lodging facilities that we do. The vista from here, this one is pretty much unparalleled in the sense that you can see almost 15 to 20 miles of the lake. Depending on where you're standing on the property, you can actually see about 14 or 15 of the different vineyard and winery locations that are around the lake. So it really is kind of unique. Plus it's almost right in the center of the Finger Lakes region. The thing that we have at Glenora is that with the inn, we really do get a very, very diverse group of individuals. With the races, we've had many of the well-known race drivers in many of the different series staying with us. We've had governors, we've had presidents, we've had former presidents, people that are in the movie business, people that are in the music business. We built the inn because we really wanted to have a destination point in the Finger Lakes and find the same type of amenities that they would find in most of the other major wine regions of the world, be it France, Germany, or the Napa Valley. The consequence of that is that we do really get to meet a lot of interesting people and give them an opportunity, or provide them an opportunity to see that the Finger Lakes region really does produce some world-class wines, has some world-class foods, and some world-class people in it running those wineries. Glenora is, again, being in the business for well over 30 years, has won many, many wines. We've been given the Critics' Choice Award by the Wine Spectator. We've been chosen to do some things with Princess Anne when she visited New York City a number of years ago. We were served at inauguration of the first President Bush. So sometimes it's not only the awards that you get in the competitions, but it's the places that your wines are used. So I like to look at the awards are one thing, but the fact that the wines are thought of well enough to be used for many other special occasions. We do tours at Glenora, and again, we're one of the few wineries that actually does tours on a regular basis. We do them every hour on the hour from 11 in the morning till 5 or 6 in the afternoon, actually giving people the opportunity to go down into the cellar. We do jazz concerts, 2 jazz concerts. So we have had some pretty major jazz names over the years, Woody Herman, Dave Brubeck, and so forth. We have a Leaves and Lobster Festival, always the third weekend in September, an old-fashioned New England lobster bake where we have people out on the lawn. It's the fall foliage, you can smell the grapes and the lobsters, and we have a band and people enjoy that. Another thing that we do that's very unique, and I believe we're the only winery in the Finger Lakes region, if not New York, doing this, and it's a program called Dosage Your Own. Glenora makes a lot of method Champenois sparkling wine, and we actually provide a venue where people can come in, disgorge the wine, which is taking the yeast out, decide what sugar level they want their wine to be, put the cork in the wire hood, and label it. So it's a real hands-on experience where people can make a wine especially for them. Wine seems to be so mysterious that people really like it. On the other hand, they do feel a little bit challenged. What we try to do with our folks is to bring the people in, and our folks have had enough experience so they really can identify the individual who may be across the counter, and we really try to customize the tasting or the tour to the level of that individual. There's a $2 fee for anyone who wants to come in and sample 6 to 7 of our wines. We have another tasting, which is $4, where we actually take people into a private room and they have an opportunity to meet with someone who really does have a lot more experience with wines. We take some of our premium selection wines and make them available during that, and also have some light foods to go with that. And then we have our tour, which is a $5 charge for that, where people can go into the cellar, which I talked about before, and then they also receive a tasting. We customize the tour as well so that people don't have to be 21 years of age to go on that. Under 12 are free, the 12 to 18 or 12 to 21 years old pay the same amount, but then we have grape juices for them. We're located on Route 14, 9 miles north of Watkins Glen, New York, and I think everybody in the world knows where Watkins Glen is. So, and then we're also 26 miles south of Geneva, New York, on the west side of Seneca Lake. The winery itself is open 364 days a year, anytime between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. We have extended summer hours when we're actually open from 9 to 9. We feel it's very important to cater to the visitors who come into the area, and when you're on vacation, you don't stop at 5 o'clock, so we don't think that we should either.